When we were developing the story for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, we wanted to make sure that we were paying respectful homage to cultures. So we worked with a cultural consultant, we looked at history, we did cultural analysis of every part of the story and the characters to make sure that we were portraying them in a respectful manner. That being said, we are telling a work of fiction. And so we wanted to make sure that we could take what we needed to out of different cultures and different events, and while it should feel like it is rooted in history, Googleable myths as we call it, we also make sure that it is not historically accurate and it is telling the narrative journey that we want. So we really thought that the idea of Lara going to a lost city, of finding a living history, a living culture, was a really big change from what she'd normally get. Normally Lara goes into tombs. People haven't been there for hundreds, if not thousands of years. There's just bones around. So the idea with PyTT being the biggest hub that we've ever built in a Tomb Raider game was that this is the ultimate tomb. Lara is basically finding a tomb, but it is living, and that's why we called it Living History, and we wanted to make sure that Lara would go in and interact with it as respectfully as possible. And that's why when you go into PyTT, there are side quests that you can do for people. Of course, that furthers the gameplay, but it also furthers the narrative because Lara's getting to know the people. She's going in, we have what we call social puzzles, where you need to find out what people need, talk to other different people, and then they maybe clue you into where a challenge tomb is going to be. But we wanted PyTT, much like the jungle, to be a place that at first resisted Lara's entry, but then once they realize what her intentions are and the fact that she is trying to help, then she's welcomed. She becomes part of that culture. And now she can respectfully interact with it. And that gives you not just gameplay, but also narrative development.